Welcome back to NRL Deep Dive, your daily one-stop shop for all things West Tigers. Whether you're tuning in online, on YouTube, or on a podcast streaming service, thanks for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, review, all the things. And because today we have a cracking video, all things our team list against our Manly Sea Eagles match. Plus, how do we actually look going up against the Manly Sea Eagles? Because we've got 5 losses in a row, and it's time to change some things. So before we get into our actual team list, my thoughts, good, bad, and ugly. I want to know, how are you feeling about the team list? Who is someone that you're excited to see? We have number 1 is going to be Heath Mason replacing Jahream Bula. I've got some thoughts on that, but before we do that, let's look at our stats going up against the Manly Sea Eagles. Obviously, we're coming off our 5th loss. They're coming off their 2nd, so either we can keep our streak going or we can keep their streak going. Someone has to win this game, and I want it to be us. And in order to do that, we got to be better this season. We've only won 36% of our games. They've won 43. They won one more game than we have. So in terms of our skill level on paper, we're honestly about the same. They have a 2% higher completion rate at 80%. We're at 78, and they have basically a 1% higher tackle efficiency at 87.9. We're at 86.2%. Now, I've been saying this for a while on this channel. I really loved our tackles and our defensive line earlier on in the season. We're talking those early games where when we were on those try lines, we were stopping plays from happening. We were stopping players from getting through that defensive line, but more importantly, we were stopping sets from actually progressing anywhere. We were seeing intercepts, we were seeing turnovers, all the great things that we want to see as a defense, right? So as we go up against the Manly Sea Eagles, they're definitely going to be pushing their edges, pushing those middles as well. So they're going to be doing all things. Daly Cherry Evans going to be using a lot of his kicking skills, and so we got to make sure that we're on point, that we're taking every single advantage we can defensively to shut them down, because as you guys know, my motto is attack doesn't win games, defense wins games. So overall, we've only won 18% of our games at this venue. They've won 62. So in terms of like conspiracy or curses or anything, we definitely don't have the better hand, but this is their spot. They know how to win here, we don't, but we can change that for the good. So I'm really pumped to go up against them. I genuinely believe that we do have a lot to offer and that this win is ours if we really want it. So with that being said, team, we got to move into our team list. Our number 1, Heath Mason. I was really surprised that Benji put him in at number 1. And the reason why is I almost thought Luke Lowley was going to be our guy, or even Taruva. Now Benji's thinking, I assume, is Taruva's just too good out on that edge. Talon May has been named on the squad this week, but not for us, for the knock-on effect New South Wales Cup. So he is going to be playing 2-3 more weeks there, I believe, before he's on our team. But if he was ready to go, I genuinely believe we wouldn't have seen Heath Mason on this roster as a starting lineup. Number 2 is Sunua Taruva, our defensive machine and our attacking monster. And the reason why I say that is his grit and intensity that he brings to this team is really next level. The fact that he knows how to run the ball extremely hard through defenders, as well as turn that around, and on defense knows how to fix that as well and stop people getting through. That is going to be crucial in our game plan this week against Manly Sea Eagles. Number 3, Adam Dewey, and the number 4, Stafford Toa, our center pairing. Dewey is going to be our kicking guy. Now, I really thought Talon May was going to be in this week, so I was going to push Dewey off into the bench, but hey, he's back and I'm alright. I'm a huge Dewey fan, so I'm super okay with this. Stafford Toa, on the other hand, needs to be better on his attack and defense. And why I say that is he's great overall, but there are moments where he lacks. There's moments where he doesn't commit. I want him to commit. Now, come at me if you guys want. I don't care. This is my thoughts and my opinions, but Stafford Toa has the opportunity to be better, and we've seen the greatness in him, but I just feel like lately that hasn't been there. There's been glimpses of that, but I really want him to find that fire again and go all in. Next is Jarrell Skelton, the money man as I call him, because he knows how to run that ball. He's a big body that knows how to defend, and this is why I've been saying he should be in the center if Talon May comes. I would pair him with Talon May to replace Dewey, because, you know, Jarrell Skelton is a big-bodied, fast guy that knows how to tackle and knows how to run. Why wouldn't you put him in center and then have Talon on the wing? They're really good pairing there, and I honestly think that Jarrell would be a phenomenal center. And yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I know a lot of people are like, no, I'm good. good. And a lot of people are like, yeah, you know what, Geordie, I'm with you there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And then this is the talk of the town right now. That is our 6 and 7. You would think Latu Fainu would be at 6, but hey, Benji changed it up. We have Jahream freaking Luai in at number 6 team, and I am so pumped on this. And the reason why is, one, he is natively a number 6. He's won premierships in number 6. He knows how to play number 6. Latu Fainu is a really, really solid half that is in kind of this molding phase where he's the sponge. He's soaking it all up. I honestly see a mini Benji Marshall in him. And so the fact that he has Benji Marshall as a coach and then Jahream Luai as a mate, like that is going to be, I don't think he's going to ever look back on his career and say, hey, I regret staying at the West Tigers, because I think the people that he's surrounding himself with now is just the best thing that you could possibly do at his age and where he's at in his career. So number 6 is Jahream Luai. Number 7 is Latu Fainu. I'm super, super pumped on this pairing. I think this is the moment to do it. The fact that, hey, Heath Mason's at number 1. Let's just change things up in our halves, and this is the time to do it. And so I want to see Jahream Luai leading that straight attack. I want to see him leading that edge, especially that right edge if that's where he's at. Latu Fainu, man, don't dance, just run. I love the steps. I love the dummies, but make sure we rein it in, run straight attack, because I think that's where us as a club have been lacking this season, is we're trying to play too much flary, unpredictable football. Let the players be unpredictable. Don't make the whole team unpredictable, right? So the reason why I say that is Latu definitely knows how to run the ball. He knows how to set up plays. I would love to see more of his kicking game, right? I would love to see what he has to offer there for us as a club, because as we think long-term halves and all of that, he would be one of the guys that we'd want to see kicking. But make sure you drop your thoughts on this pairing. Was it the right move from Benji Marshall to put Jahream Luai in at 6 and Latu in at 7? I am all for it, and I think it was the best thing that we could have done. Next, we move into number 8, number 9, and number 10. We got Terrell May, the teaminator. Big runs, post-contact meters, big hit-ups, and absolutely amazing tackle efficiency. That's what I'm going to be asking and looking for from you this week, Terrell. And so if you're up for the challenge, make sure you let me know in the comments if you watch the show. Appy Coruscant, number 9. Super, super pumped that he's still in. He's still playing. I believe he's going to be our next kicker if Talamay ends up in that center. And he really knows how to kick that ball, for anyone who doesn't know. And he's also a phenomenal hooker, as we all know, a veteran seasoned number 9 that knows how to run that ball if he needs to, knows how to dummy the ball. He knows how to get those quick passes off to the big boys like Fonua Pole, Samuel Fainu, and then Jackie Bird and Alex Swall, which are all in our forward pack going up on 10, 11, 12, and 13. Super, super pumped that Jackie Bird's in. I think he has a lot to offer in his versatility. You could see him on a center. You could see him, honestly, on a wing if we had to. You could see him in a half, and now we're seeing him in the forward pack, and that to me just speaks volume to how good of a player he is. And then Alex Twal at that lock, super, super pumped to see him play. He had a great run last game, and just want to see him continuing to run straight, run hard, add in a little bit of direction here and there, and I think we'll see amazing things from him, kind of evolving into this ball-playing lock that I think the West Tigers need to take full advantage on. Next up is our bench. This one's really interesting to me, and the reason why is Seyfarth has been moved to number 15. He's not on the starting lineup. Now, I think this is a natural progression as we sign new players and we try new things, but Seyfarth not being a starting thing, I think was actually a really good thing. I think he's going to bring a lot of impact, a lot of depth where we need it in that forward pack, but also that fresh leg and kind of that energy that I think he brings to this team. Big Red, as we call him, we love him. So I think this is going to be really good for him. Number 14 is Talon De Silva, TDS. He's playing again this week. He's going to bring a lot of depth if we need it in number 9, but also if we also need it in our half pairing. But I think that's why, he's in this week as well. So super, super pumped on that. Sayan Fainu is there as well for that forward pack if we need him. He's going to bring a lot of depth, a lot of fresh legs, same sort of thing. Like, these guys on the bench have a huge role, and that's like when they get subbed in, they have to bring that energy. They have to bring that tone. They have to bring that rhythm. But more importantly, they have to bring that fresh leg power that, just tears down defensive lines. And on attack, we just need that, right? So super, super pump. And then our extension man, Tony Suka, super, super stoked that he is in finally this week. He's the kind of guy that knows how to run the ball. He's young, he's hungry, he's ready to make his name and make his statement. So super super stoked that he's in. And then as we look kind of into our extended bench as well, we've got Luke Lally in at number 18, which I really, really hope we keep. And I really do think he would be a great addition in for depth at number 1, also for depth at like 2, 3, 4, and 5, anywhere in there. He's kind of those guys that, you know, one of those guys that would bring a lot of depth and a lot of impact. And then Charlie Murray, Kit Lally, Charlie Staines, and Tristan Hope in our reserves. So those guys are going to play phenomenal games this week as well, especially in New South Wales Cup. So super pumped on this team list. I really do feel like Benji has a plan here. I don't know if I would have put Heath Mason in. I really do think I would have put Luke Lally, in at number 1 to start, and then had Heath on the bench as depth impact. That's just me. That's just my thoughts. And I personally would have swapped 15. That's Alex Seyfarth out for Kit Lally. That's just me. And that's, everyone has their own opinions. What would you change? What would you keep? How are you feeling about this? And I know Talon May was rumored to come back this week, and he did, just not on us, not on the West Tigers NRL team. He's on the New South Wales Cup knock-on effect, which I'm super, super pumped to see how they do. Super pumped to watch any highlights on that and hear how he does. I'm sure Pies and Tigers is going to be reporting on that a little bit, so make sure you follow him over on his channel there and on Instagram as well, because he's always covering New South Wales Cup stuff. But yeah, overall team, like, super pumped on this. Super pumped to get Talame in on our side. I think once he's in, we're going to see a little bit more shifting, a little bit more change, and then I believe we're going to have our set squad for the rest of this year. Obviously, with Jahream Bula being out, we're going to have to fill in that fullback position, but for the most part, I think we will have our set positions, especially if Kai Pearce-Paul comes over. There's talk of that coming early, so there's just a lot going on for this club, and I'm super, super pumped. So if you love this episode, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, a review, all the things. But more importantly, I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below, how are you feeling about this week's game? How are you feeling about this team list? Do you think Benji's on the mark for doing this? Do you think, hey, he's made a mistake here? Let me know all your thoughts, good, bad, or ugly. And I am super, super pumped to rip into every single comment, because on this channel, I reply to every comment, good, bad, or ugly. And if you're a Manly Sea Eagles fan, what should we watch out for this coming week? And what are you guys watching out for from this club? Because we are dangerous. We are hunting, baby, and we're going to turn that stadium into our one jungle. So if you're with me, West Tigers fans, let me hear the roar in the comments below. And as always, you guys take it easy. I will see you in the next video, and I am just so, so pumped to have a community of like-minded individuals who love the orange, black, and white just like I do. So you guys take it easy. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.